Well, we've just arrived in Ennerdale Bridge, and we are going to be doing the second leg of the coast to coast today. It's approximately a month since we did the first leg, and today we're walking from Ennerdale Bridge up to Blacksail Hut, up Loft Beck, over to Honister Pass, down to Honister Slate Mine, and then down into beautiful Borrowdale. And it's going to take us about 14.5 miles. Sorry, it's about 14.5 miles. I've actually got no idea how long it's going to take us. That's anyone's guess. It's a rather lovely track. Lots of birds singing. About, what time is it, Nick? About 8:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
8:30 in the morning. We haven't had breakfast yet. We're planning on doing that while having a cereal bar and orange juice in about half an hour. We're heading up to Ennerdale Water now. Very, very windy. This is Broadmoor Forest, which, as you can see, has been felled. It was felled in 2025 due to disease. And the aim is to let native forest grow naturally over the next few years. So it'll be interesting to see how this all develops. So we're at the head of the western side of Ennerdale Water. We now have a choice. So the choice is to walk the north side, which is flat and through a forestry track, or go over the south side, which is via Angler's Crag. So the start of the walk, we're walking, lapping the shore of Ennerdale Water. It's quite choppy, it's beautiful, freezing beautiful. So we're still walking along the Ennerdale Lakeshore, but through a beautiful native woodland of birch, rowan and oak, which is very pleasant. We've been quite lucky as the rain hasn't kicked in yet, touch wood. And how long have you been walking, Nick?
I'm not sure. It's about an hour and a half, I'd say.
Okay, how far is it to Blacksail?
From here, 5.5 miles.
Okay, so it's still quite a long way. Well, we've now made it to the head of Ennerdale Water, and we'll shortly, well, we probably are now, be walking along the banks of the River Leaser. The River Leaser, the source is Great Gable, just under Great Gable, and then it loses its name when it reaches Ennerdale Water, and it leaves Ennerdale Water as the River Eden. It's quite a busy track, this. I've seen a lot of runners, walkers. I love that we're walking ahead of us, and they've come all the way over from Australia.
Hello, I'm Donna.
And I'm Terry.
We're from Sydney.
So,
and we're doing the coast to coast.
And how many days are you doing it in?
17. Yes, day one we found quite challenging, so we're just doing the standard route today.
Yeah.
Great.
And we're enjoying the pubs.
Enjoying the company.
And the Cumberland sausage, which you can't get in Sydney.
I think you can, actually.
Oh, okay.
In the supermarket, but they're not the same.
And your bacon's better.
Well, that's good to hear.
British bacon.
Yeah, British bacon. It's fantastic.
Yeah. We've
So
got
I'm
good
enjoying the
pigs.
food.
Well, we're still walking along the route from Ennerdale to Blacksail. Feels like we've been walking along this forever. I think I underestimated how long it was going to take. I believe we're about halfway there, so maybe... I mean, there was a signpost that said 3 miles ages ago. Hopefully we're only about a mile away. But yeah, it's definitely a bit speckledy, and we're still talking to our Australian friends, so that's been really interesting. It's helped pass the time actually quite well. So finally we've made it to Blacksail Hut, which is the most remote youth hostel in the whole of England, and I can well believe it. There's surprisingly quite a few people here. There's a load of bikes outside, so we're going to pause for lunch and hopefully refresh ourselves. So I'm going to read a little bit about the Ennerdale Glacier. The glacier tore away from its moorings on Great Gable at the end of the valley, which I believe is that shrouded in mist. At the end of the Ice Age, and shuffled down to the sea, leaving evidence of its slow journey along the valley. The forest hides many traces, but plain to see at the open dale head are stranded boulders, ice-scratched and polished rocks, and a wide area of drumlins, the latter looking like giant anthills, being clearly in retrospective view on the climb up Loft Beck. The coast-to-coast route is really clearly signed, the route to Loft Beck. We did spend a lot of time looking at maps for that, but it seems there is no need to be worried. And Nick, what did you have for lunch?
Pork pie. And a bagel.
Yeah, so Nick had his traditional coast-to-coast treat.
Yes.
Anyway, we're now
Fueled up.
about to head up Loft Beck, and off we go. It's looking down, started climbing Loft Beck. As you can hear, I'm quite out of breath. The total climb itself is going to be the highest point on the walk so far. It's 2,000 feet, just under 2,000 feet, which is just about 2 times the height of the Shard. You can't tell also, but it is wet. If you wear spectacles like me, it's not great. Top of Loft Beck, just about, and the sun's come out, and it's a great feeling. Wasn't too bad a climb actually. It was a really good path, even though there was a stream running down it, and I'm scared of heights, and I managed absolutely fine with walking poles. So I'm quite pleased that we've done that. Yeah, and it's great to have a bit of sun. Now we're going to walk across the tops to Honister Pass. There's quite a few people up here, which is good. We're now walking across a ridge walk over to the Brandreth fence, which I'm quite interested to see what the Brandreth fence is all about. It's just there. Basically, it's just a wire fence, but actually it's quite a good way marker. We're meant to be following piles of cairns. I've seen 2 so far, but we've got the fence, so that's good. So right over you can see the sea. We're walking along the ridge walk, and the clouds coming down. I believe that's Cumbria Quarter over there. I'm not sure what the lake is just beyond it. It's a lovely track though up here. Still heading over the ridge, further than we thought, but easy walking, and just in the distance you can see the drum house, which marks the tram track going down to Honister mine, that slightly raised bit. And then we'll be heading down into the wonderful Borrowdale, and hopefully to the cafe at the slate mine, which will hopefully still be open by the time we get there. This is the walk down into Borrowdale from Honister Pass. We missed getting on the road that we meant to be on down there, so we're on the road with cars. So we're just going to wait while these guys come past us. We've lost our Australian friends now, they've gone on ahead. We actually made use of the facilities at Honister Slate Mine and had a lovely drink there. Put some blister plasters on in the toilet and just sort of recharge our batteries a little bit. But we're looking forward to this next walk. Hey, this is a beautiful route down into Borrowdale, following the old toll road, which is completely unsuitable for vehicles now. Also has a little river on it. Let's hope I don't drop my phone in there. There we go. And the sun's come out slightly warm, and it's lovely. Wainwright says that the Lake District is the loveliest part of England, which I completely agree with, and Borrowdale is the fairest of its valleys, with its peel lying in the rich tangle of tree and rock, the hanging gardens of birch and rowan, the grey cliffs that bound its green fields, its odd configuration, narrowing at mid-valley to the width of road and river, but widening at its extremities to form a steep-sided basin for Derwent water at its foot and a flat strath at its head. Well, I've been looking forward to the Borrowdale route, part of this route, for a long time. Heading into Johnny Bird. We're on the last leg. I've still got the ability to speak but not walk. I hope it's not going to be too tricky. There's meant to be a tricky bit near the river with chains. Sounds very interesting. If there's an optional easy route, I'll of course be taking that. I was not expecting that at the end, but I did it, and I was scared the whole way. I thought I was going to slip into the river, but there is a chain. I didn't do it with style, that's for sure. Wow. What a day. Even despite the little chainy bit at Johnny's Wood, we're now nearly in Rosthwaite. Yahoo! We've done it. Hooray! Well done, Nick. Well done, me.
Well done, you. You're amazing.
One more leg off the coast to coast. 14 miles nearer to Robin Hood's Bay, where we're aiming to get to in a couple of months' time.